to Nadia interacting to season 1, episode 17 of Revenge Wednesday, one of our favorite days out of the week next to Monday, which is Charmed. Last episode, Dan went to jail. Like, he got sentenced to jail. I didn't even know we were going to get that fast pace. We had that. We got Amanda, who is on the run. We got the guy that is actually Emily's like helper, has been working with Nola on the behind the scenes, and he actually the one that knocked Dan out and pew Tyler. And so Emily has to keep that like under wraps. She has to be the supportive fiance and prove her ever loving and undeniably loyalty to the Graysons and also Victoria, because Victoria will be watching to see if she's going to be a real ride or die like how she was for Conrad years earlier. This whole movement thing, this whole like, not movement, but this whole like thing with Dan being in jail has legit made Victoria push Charlotte more in the back burner than anything, because Charlotte was trying to connect with her mom about David Clark and how her dad was, and she told her to stay mute and try to figure out who was at that damn beach, which is aka Jack. And Jack has been very paranoid, and obviously Declan has clocked that. He knows that he's been dealing with it because he found the bloody jacket. So everything's been just around. We got Charlotte and Conrad kind of acting very cordial for the sake of their son. And I'm excited because low-key, I'm so used to watching an episode each week that I'm not mentally processing that we have fucking like 5 more episodes until the season ends. Like, I have 5 episodes until the season ends, and this season hasn't had no peace for these 16 episodes I've watched. And every episode has gotten increasingly better. Like, I know there's some shows where season 1 is like the rough patch season where people be like, oh, you gotta make it to season 1, and then after season 1 it finds its pacing and it gets better. This season opened up with bangers, and it is increasingly good. Like, I'm just gonna tell you right now, this is at least, I'm not gonna lie because I don't watch that many shows, this is maybe top 10 to top 5 best season 1s I watched. Like, there is so much that happens in season 1 that I'm nervous for what the fuck's gonna happen for the next 3 seasons. No shade. But not gonna waste any more of your time. So anyways, let's dive into the picture.
It infects the mind, creating a mistrust of people's motives and of one's own perceptions.
Came a walk outside, I just imagine us on the beach, giving her vows. Look at Declan.
The ability to call into question everything you've ever believed about someone.
Because Jack is definitely, I don't know how he's processing it, to be honest, but...
Look, when was the last time you ate? Or slept, for that matter?
I don't have time to sleep.
She's missing her
about
boo.
to stand trial for murder, and Takeda was right about one thing. I lost focus. Became emotionally involved.
You're in love with him. Is he serious? Come to the bar. He about to open up to Nolan about what the fuck happened. Besides the more tea we know. Let me see that sandwich.
Then help us help him.
How many times can I say this? It was dark. I couldn't see the guy's face.
So you're not certain it was a guy?
Half sister.
Right, she's trying to find that tea real bad.
Amanda and I weren't exactly close growing up.
Clock that. Get dirt. Declan lying really bad.
So fast, I don't think I'd be much help.
Enough, Mom. We've got orientation. Declan needs to make a good
I mean,
first
I understand Victoria wanting her son to be found, like, innocent, but if it's dark as shit and they were in the water, why are you literally asking her to see if it's a woman? ASAP.
But for now, she appears to have vanished without a trace.
Well, that must have taken some doing on her part.
Which is why I'd like to explore other avenues of reason.
Victoria, we can't put all our
She is, but not that one. I mean, well, they both
we
are
can't
actually.
prove that Amanda was on the beach that night. The prosecution wins, and Daniel stays in prison.
Maybe Charlotte did see a man on the beach after all.
She's kind of on it.
Okay, I'm on your side.
Well, we're not your
Tell me what side
therapist,
I'm on,
Jazz.
Because I don't know anymore. I thought Amanda had something to do with Tyler's murder, but now all signs point to Daniel so wary.
Why are you bringing the burden on Nolan though? Like, you have him do legalness. Yeah, then you watch this girl Mandy like play with you 3 times, and you still want to try to solve her out. Maybe this is not healthy for you. Maybe if you actually left on that boat.
The People versus Daniel Grayson will come
As of now.
first week of December.
Well, it's a speedier trial as we could have hoped for, I imagine.
I think the best thing that we can do for Daniel right now is to track down Amanda Clark.
Excuse me.
Emily.
As of this morning, Amanda Clark is no longer our sole focus.
It's Jack. And here she go now. Now, Emily, what we gonna do about that? Well, we will see, huh?
Emily's got a point. These
The
days,
shade.
a bartender makes a far less compelling
Look
target
at
than
her.
one person.
Spin it.
Another trial of the deck.
Spin it, Emily. Spin it.
I'm gonna look into it.
Spin it.
Excuse me.
Spin it, Emily. Spin that clock.
Bro just might be Grayson material after all.
Oh. You don't want to hear that. She don't want to hear that. But they can Conrad because we know.
What can I do for you?
I need to get a message to an inmate. It's not that kind of message.
Right.
So basically, her plan is to frame Jack to get Conrad's son acquitted?
Prosecutors already have their suspect. They're not gonna go after Jack. And if they do, well, I always have my one trump card to play.
Because...
She would come
I'm
clean
Mason Treadwell.
for her,
Oh, God.
but not her friend.
Is the perfect person to
Amanda
write the story.
Clark.
He has it out for Amanda. We can.
For once. But,
Not for this.
what makes you think he'll go?
He
Because
wouldn't
he
leave.
loves her.
That's the actor. That's the actor slipping through. Actually, no shade.
You okay? You look tired.
Well, yes,
Yeah,
I wouldn't think.
okay.
I wouldn't think it would be good.
It's just like Kim. My fiance and mother have finally found common ground.
Right. It took this traumatic event. That's demon work,
So, some responsibility for what happened.
Nolan. Well,
We
yes.
ended up to dinner and let the fire started.
You're hurting yourself, Nolan.
Oh, look.
The night of his engagement party, a man was found shot to death.
Oh, he's spilling tea. He gonna try Heavy Redemption?
That could make for a
Girl.
thrilling conclusion to your David Clark saga.
Oh, Nolan.
You.
What you
What
do
you
best?
do best.
Lie.
I'll
Lie,
give you exclusive
cheat,
access.
and
We
steal.
set up a workspace in Conrad's old den. I've already secured the domain.
Now she gaining a web
report.
business by this.
And I'm prepared to finalize
She about
the
to
website
flourish.
design as soon as this meeting's
I can't. I gotta support a black queen. They gotta show me people rubbing up. They jumping them. What is going on? Are you serious? Y'all jumping? That's pussy made.
He sustained a concussion, 2 cracked ribs, and a small fracture to his left orbital bone.
Oh, she about to crash out.
Celebrity, she's agreed to revisit my argument on house arrest. With any luck, he should be
Yeah,
back home
and
soon.
put some extra time on them bum bitches.
I want to stay close to Daniel until the judge makes her decision.
She about to damn near be in the damn cage with him. She like, we know.
I know who you are. You wrote that book about David Clark.
This motherfucker lost everything, came back with fuel on his fire. Everybody getting a demonic sense. Look at Declan. He's so fucking messy.
After all, it was your own report of a hooded man on the beach that has put your brother in this
But we
position.
didn't say that.
Man, Charlotte came up with that to save Daniel, and she'd had at least 3 glasses of champagne. She doesn't know what she saw.
You,
Oh,
of course, were stone sober.
Want to hear my story or not?
Paid for legit beat.
she caused
That's what
that.
he got.
I figured he was there, but like, she got her son beat the fuck up. Or is she gonna paint it as him just doing the whole thing? Who the fuck is that, girl? Girl, who the fuck is that? And then she just got a. We just met him? Like, wait a minute, how? She just watched her son get beat up on her own merit, and then she getting free pass. She knows it's Declan.
My darling, please take some advice from a man who knows a thing or two about selfishness and deceit.
Oh, we know. Right, because they lie. He said, turn a new path before it's too late. He was like, apparently, you definitely got to her. She's good.
I risk federal imprisonment for you, and this is how I get treated. Look, if you leave now, Jack, you can get to Montreal by the time the bank opens Monday morning. This morning turns out to be one big Shakespearean misunderstanding. Worst case, turns out you've been wasting your time with a career grifter and...
Enduring favourite is, of course, the very first in the series. I like to call Dominic Wright.
Simply. It's very good, very.
She giving motherfuckers advice and being supportive.
I told you I didn't think I could fall in love with anyone.
No, I never believed that. Not until the day he ran off, actually.
So she was like her first boyfriend before Conrad, or one of her boyfriends before Conrad. Interesting. She planted them. Cause remember she did steal the tapes and she brought she had a little file at the event. Was his birthday? I want them to realize that you think I care about this lady after Daniel was in jail and she caused the reason for him to get beat up. You are sadly mistaken.
Motion was upheld. Daniel's being released on $10 million bail.
10 million.
Able to spend the rest of the trial here under house arrest.
Damn,
This is
lady.
your EHM bracelet.
You could literally do that while he give a hug. Like,
confines you to a 5,000-foot radius of the base unit. Have a good day.
the fact he not looking at anybody but her. Like, he could have. Oh my god, he can't even get a hug. Oh my god.
What are you talking about?
You sold me out to Mason Treadwell. According to Declan Porter, precocious young Charlotte Grayson was under the influence of a mind-erasing Collins entrance exam.
Ooh.
Grandpa had to bribe the dean to get you in.
What are you talking about?
Ooh.
You're just another puppet in the Grayson family. Declan's recanted his statement about seeing the hooded man on the beach.
Oh, who cares what that boy says?
Your daughter.
Charlotte's the credible witness. Clearly that boy was lying. Charlotte does not do drugs.
Actually, I
Emily,
saw Charlotte with a prescription pill bottle at the party.
clock it. This is bad. It's bad because I don't want Daniel in jail, but I also don't want Jack taking the blame for something that he didn't do. She looked at her.
Don't play games with me, young lady. Mason Treadwell's blog is front page news and the damage is already done, but I want to hear it from you.
My father's a mass murderer. My half-sister is an arsonist. Guess the fruit doesn't fall far from the tree, does it?
Don't.
Victoria!
You know what to say. She about to become the worst parent in her life already, but Dan Conrad couldn't give her no comfort.
You going somewhere, man?
Now he lying too.
Yeah, we found out.
With my twin, we be lying.
You're going after her.
This is crazy.
What he didn't realize is he thinks he's protecting you.
Right.
You're actually protecting him.
Yep.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We know you, T.
I saw right through you trying to frame an innocent man for the crimes of a Grayson. My, history loves to repeat itself.
Yup.
I, however, do not. Waiting for an old goat to die.
It's a long way up from the bottom. Surely your memory isn't that deficient.
Oh, he don't
Contrary,
forget.
it's a small price to pay to restore my soul.
Ooh. Redemption arc. He's still trash, but like,
Let's just say I've done some work for them.
he just yapping to anybody in the fucking club.
Relax at this crap shack after you're full of it.
Oh, and she get him drunk? When he get drunk and nasty, hey.
So what's the first thing?
Now she record. Girl, you wanna ask? Like he didn't cause the shit?
And worse than the fear.
Victoria and Emily are just the same. The same way Emily got Jack jumped a little bit.
I shot him.
Once you
Yeah.
were hit on the head.
But
and
you
someone
literally,
finished
she
the
literally
job.
ran behind you. Are you really serious now, bitch?
How do you know she wasn't there?
Even your son telling you to go right back in the fucking clutches. Because if you're so desperate for that, you could have done anything but getting your son beat the fuck up. Like, is she serious?
Those who don't need to be protected from outside forces often need to be protected from themselves.
Girl, the wording of this. Look at her about to do some investigating. Oh, why is she doing investigation on Dominic?
You finally showed up this morning in last night's clothes.
I don't see how that's any business of yours.
He said, I already know I've been did this.
I am fully aware that
Now Daniel's defense is at risk.
you've clearly become as delusional as you are selfish.
Oh.
The fact that either of our children find themselves
Let me look at them hands, dude. Them hands better be fucking clean. Victoria. Girl.
But in the
Let's...
wild, the female species can be...
Oh. Yeah, because she know. Yeah, but because that's the one that beat up Jack. But I was trying to figure out why, if he knew anything with connections. But she know. Listen. Okay, real. I had to clock her a little bit. She called me back. Yep. Called me back. Called me back. That's for both my men now. What about it? That's how you gag it. Damn. This show's so fucking good. It makes me so mad. It makes me mad because I wish I could binge it, but I would literally be sitting here like this. And I would be like so immersed that I probably wouldn't even give commentary sometimes. But I feel like I would get commentary. But I think my computer, this 2013 MacBook, will be starting overheating like a fucking baked potato. Mind you, we only watched 40 minutes, and my computer went from 100 to 72%. Meaning if I ever did try to watch another episode, that shit would have definitely turned off, because for some reason on MacBooks, once it reached past 50%, it just turns off. MacBook, you played. But anyway, so that's my season 1, episode 6, Action Revenge, and bro, it gets so messy because like everybody's intertwined now that it's actually kind of hard for me to talk about it, because I'm remembering it, I remember it, but talking about it is going to start making me go off track, and then I'm going to start yapping, and then I'm not going to have any cohesion in my discussion. So at this point, I'm probably going to yap, and I am sorry, but there's so much shit that's going on that I literally cannot, because everybody's getting blamed for something. So I'm going to try to go with the most simplest one, or more so the biggest topic, which is Victoria. Victoria is showing that she's losing herself. And the funny thing is that low-key, she's losing herself more, and it's not even due to the hands of Emily. Okay? Emily's previous doings is helping her fall down from grace become more circled and round and more prominent, such as her burning down the house and like that being blamed on, you know, Victoria, and then Victoria blaming it on Conrad, and then Victoria trying to blame it on Amanda. Like, everything that Emily has previously done to some other people are all coming around to where it all is focusing on the Graysons, and she's like backing out of it while also whispering in these people's ears to stay on the way for the Graysons. So the thing that's really setting her on a spiral is her son Daniel, and it's showing how reckless she will get for somebody that she loves, and she has not broke her back that hard unless it's for Daniel. She literally sent this guy to get her son beat the fuck up so he can get house arrest and not be in the jail. Do I think he would have been beat up in the jail? Honestly, I don't know, because we don't know how long he's been in there, and he could gain some enemies or whatever, but he would have not been beat up as the fact as they were, as much as he was. I don't know if it would have, I would be saying that's a better outcome, because like, once again, who knows, but it just shows the extremity of what Victoria will do to protect her son. The fact that the day of her son getting beat the fuck up, she becomes so distracted with this guy that I'm assuming that she knew from her past, that she legit slept with him right after. Like, she literally paid this dude that said that he beat up her son. Mind you, this only nigga in the city that is doing every crime. This is the same one that beat up Jack and sent everybody to beat up Jack, and now he's sending motherfuckers to beat Daniel. Like, he just got an all-you-can-jump buffet around here. Like, how you even find this hot dial? And why the hell do Emily and Victoria both have the same number tethered again? But anyways, damn, I just lost my fucking talk about that. Yeah, but you have Victoria literally sleeping with this guy fucking 5 minutes after paying this guy that beat up her son. Her son could have been damn near unable to heal, could have had a swollen eye forever, or a slit in his face, and then she sleeps with this guy all day and then fucking puts her son in the back burner. She crashes all night, and then she comes back to find a distraction. This guy's literally putting his heart on the line for her, and she's using him as a distraction to feel something. Like, her taking care of her son and being mama bear and realizing that she's literally losing hope and saving her son, she is starting to spiral by sleeping with this man and getting messy. Mind you, she started off this season being the one that tried to keep everything picture perfect, such as the affair, such as her son being in the limelight about the car crash. She's been the one that's been trying to paint this picture perfect image with her and her daughter and everything, and she's the one that's breaking everything this episode. She's the one that was out here getting the final upper hand on Conrad when he was clocking her tea about, well, we gotta stay as a happy family because of your dad. He's the one staying loyal to that. She's the one having an affair. She's the one that's pushing her daughter away constantly, slapped her. She's the one that is over here now about to break her bond with Daniel, because now she's accusing of Emily of potentially sabotaging him. Why would she do that? And then she's also now trying to blame Jack. She's blaming anybody to protect her son. But in the meantime of her doing this, she's gaining enemies in the meantime. Because now she's not even having cohesive common sense. She's acting like she was the fuck there. Like, she's over here asking people that were literally legitimately there, and people that were legitimately her fucking viewers too. And she's starting to just go bloody. You worrying about Charlotte, and if Charlotte's high, bitch, are you high? Because the shit that you're saying is crazy to me. And it's wild. So let's start listing the shit that she started doing. 1, accusing fucking Emily, of all people, that it was her. Now, mind you, Jack already had a problem with, you know, whatever you said that night of the engagement party, where you were saying that was, if she was real, if she was really not having an ulterior motive, she would have not wanted to leave. And then Emily said she does not want to leave, so it had them get suspicious and them have a little disagreement that night. And then she decides to then give a big ass speech right there, not even trying to align the times. Victoria was literally watching Emily. She gave a fucking speech. Everybody clapped. She was there. You think she has enough time to meet up with Daniel? They didn't even meet up. They had a little speech. He went off to cool down. She stayed at the party. And you think that Declan and Charlotte and nobody else would not see that? Charlotte giving about, and once again, now due to Charlotte like basically being seen as insane, she's not going to be, the credibility of saying a body figure is going to be crossed out the window. But how, like, if anything, you talking about something, what if it was a girl? Like, so she shot somebody, didn't get blood on her fucking dress? She literally ran with you. She was behind you when you ran to Daniel. What are you talking about? The fact that she started just, her vision just started to go red, and she just started throwing hands at everybody. Then you heard Charlotte, before we even found out that, or before Declan lied, but when Charlotte was like, yeah, it's a guy, she's talking about something, are you sure it's not a husky Amanda? She wouldn't know a fucking difference between a muscular and feminine build body clown. She literally said that it was a man. Why would it be Amanda? What would Amanda have against Tyler? She don't know Tyler. You like Amanda's not thinking strategically. I mean, not Amanda. Victoria's not thinking strategically because like Tyler, like she did never interact with Tyler for her to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to shoot Tyler 2 more times and knock you out. Amanda, please. Now, yes, it's even more mad because it's more mad insane because sometimes Victoria is right on the rim. Like, yes, Jack Porter was there, but he did not kill that man. He was the person that they saw, but he did not kill Tyler. And yes, Emily does know the full tea, but she was not there. She was with you. And Amanda was there too, but she was not the one that killed him. So you got Emily's friend going MIA while everybody else is covering his ass. Is crazy to me. Because he wants Daniel to take the fall for real so Emily can get back on track. And Emily's not going to get back on track because now Jack was getting involved. She was going to lose either one of them tonight. And she was able to at least protect Jack Porter more. And then with Daniel, we're going to try to do something because Daniel, his whole crucial like case is now shunned because of Charlotte. But Victoria literally slapped Charlotte. Didn't even know her daughter was even high on these events at all. Like, you just did not care about anything. And then you had the nerve to come here and start framing people. And then having the nerve to then, at your last minute of disparity, to then go to Daniel and be like, maybe it was your fiance. Even though you were noticing her hold it down. But it took her saying, oh, well, I noticed, you know, Charlotte was taking pills at the party. And now I know, for her to be like, oh, she's thinking. If anything, you were so smart. Why didn't you say, well, you and Amanda know each other. Why wouldn't you not know? But she didn't go that route. But she tried to go that route with her and Jack. She was trying to figure out anything. Mom, this bitch ain't see her interact with Jack like that. She barely interact with Jack. I would thought y'all would have called on more with her and Nolan. But you over here trying to figure out who was associated with who. Girl, relax. You're out here sleeping around, losing yourself and putting your son in danger and your daughter in danger and your whole reputation in danger. Because you want to play Doug blame. And then you sit here and then you try to blackmail this damn dude that already did got his life ruined because we burnt his house down. And now you're being framed for the one burning his house down, even though it was actually Emily, aka Amanda Clark. Everybody's blaming Amanda Clark, and now this is finally his time to reclaim that. Like, no, I'm not going to let you keep putting Amanda Clark down here, even though it was essentially the real Amanda Clark. He's like, no, I'm not doing that. I'll keep letting y'all ruin my life. I'm going to finally be real. And this was his time. It was too early. It took him losing everything for him to gain some fucking common sense. You know who actually gained some common sense to be a goated brother, but he did not deserve that? Declan. Declan, he says siblings over everybody. And to be honest here, I know with Charlotte, she is telling the truth, and she, you know, it sucks that she's basically being seen as somebody that's unreliable and untrusted, and she got slighted even though she was telling the truth. But her family did not care about her. They're not caring about her as they should. They were more focused on Daniel, which understandable, but they were putting so much pressure on her, and then plus her figuring out her whole life changed within these last few weeks, and then she's not getting answers from her mom. Her mom, instead of giving her answers, is only putting this 100% pressure on her about figuring out who the murderer is and stop playing around. That she only can take so much, you know, pain and judgment and you know, just depression before she just completely gets high to feel numb to the pain. And Declan's was her only anchor. She was the one that said that she would love to hang out with him and be with him because he's the realest one that she's around. And the fact that she loses him, which is the only person that she really had, I don't know how she's going to uphold herself. Because, or matter of fact, I hope she don't get him more pills because Jack is gone, right? Don't tell me she's going to sneak in and get some more pills, right? Like, 'cause that should be her final load, right? She been making them pills last for a minute, so it should be done, right? But, like, she was telling the truth. And, you know, for Declan, he had to protect his brother because he knew his brother was involved. He don't know how severe his brother is, but he knows his brother did not kill Tyler. But just having his brother say that he was near that would have caused him to be completely add into the narrative and arrested because Victoria would have done anything to get him in that fucking jail cell and get Daniel out. But it makes people bring more awareness because nobody paid attention to her. And it is sad because she was drinking a little bit, but I don't think she was drinking that much. I think it's more so she just was high. But Declan saying that and throwing her under the way was crazy. For his brother to like go on and get out the you know, the framing, you know, we didn't need him to be framing. So like it's good that we were able to clutch it up for him, but now he know that he didn't pass that test and he might not even be going to school, and now he lost his girlfriend, like, and then he found out that, you know, his academic career was just brought on by the Graysons, meaning that the Graysons are once again going to be on his shoulders for the rest of his life. It is crazy. And then you got Jack, who's like 100% determined on figuring out this Amanda Clark situation, which is eating him whole, because I feel like he is going to get answers, and I feel like he's going to probably figure out about the real Amanda situation, because Amanda Clark probably ain't going to hold it in. She said that she wanted to give him the truth, so I felt like he's going to figure it out by the end of the season, and we're going to be seeing him potentially handle the situation. I don't know. I mean, depending on how he is, I feel like he might be okay and handle it better. But then I'm also like, knowing him a little bit, he'll probably be mad as shit and stop talking to both of them for a little bit as well. We'll see. We have Daniel literally just making me so sad this episode. Like, the fact that he just, like, it's like, you just see how, like, happy and joyful and free he was at the beginning of the season. And by the end of the season, he's literally, like, just caged in. Like, he got jumped, beat up. You know, people not believing him. He's accused of murder. And the only thing he can do is just keep hoping and hoping that Emily would not give up on him. Like, Emily is literally his light at the end of the tunnel. And he threatened his mom and the sake of her. And it just sucks because, like, I think she really does genuinely care about him, clearly. But just knowing that, like, once he figure out who she really is, it's probably going to hurt him a lot because, like, she has been the reason why his family has been going through this spiral. Like, everything that's been coming into play is some way, in some capacity, due to her hand. And I don't know how he's going to deal with that. And I just know that he's at least holding strong, but I don't know how he's going to be able to handle it because Emily just clutched up and beat the dude up and got information to now potentially move the framing over. So maybe that can be the new thing to get him out of jail. And I feel like once she do that, Danny going to look at Victoria and be like, see, I told you she would never doubt it. Maybe Victoria would give her 10s. But Victoria is sleeping under and she's falling in love with a painter that's coming back and bringing her reminiscence. And that's crazy. But yeah, that's my reaction. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more revenge reactions. Patreon link below for Charmed, Revenge, and Team of Reactions. Twitter will be links next to when I upload. Till next time, make sure you see. Peace.